Trump cannot buy Greenland.
So if the United States were to buy Greenland and you were able to get $20,000, would you do it?
I will not say yes for money.
If each citizen of Greenland got $100,000, would you sell your country?
Yes.
Would you guys become United States citizens for $100,000?
No, I think not. Not me.
What would it take for you to want to become a part of the United States?
Nothing.
How do you guys feel about becoming part of the United States?
It's good.
Would you rather be a part of the United States or Denmark?
United States.
And you? United States or Denmark?
United States.
What makes you guys excited about potentially becoming a part of the United States?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
We want fast food.
Do you think it's just a power grab by Donald Trump trying to buy Greenland?
Donald Trump and Putin in one box and thank you.
How do you feel about the United States potentially buying Greenland?
Greenland's not for sale. It's their own country, so it cannot be bought.
So is Greenland a country or a territory?
Today it's an independent country, but it's it's a part of Denmark today. But the law says it can be independent whenever they want to.
Okay, so it's up to the people of Greenland whether or not they want to be a part of Denmark.
Yes, it is. It is. But for now, there are some economical problems by leaving Denmark totally because it's a very expensive country to drive. Everything is expensive here, so they need some support from Denmark.
Do you think Donald Trump would be ruining the United States' reputation with NATO if he went against Denmark and bought Greenland?
To imagine an armed conflict between two NATO countries, that is not. I cannot imagine that. That's totally crazy.
Is Greenland for sale?
No. We don't want McDonald's here.
He will take all our resources from our nature and just use it for money.
Greenland is only for Greenland.
But you guys are controlled by Denmark.
In some part.
Are you guys worried about being invaded by the United States?
Kind of.
Maybe he's just saying it to scare us, to make it easier to buy us.
And how much would you sell your citizenship of Greenland for?
No, I don't think you can put money. You can't put money on it.
So say you could have dual citizenship, so you could be a citizen of Greenland and the United States. How much money would you need from the United States to give up your country, essentially?
No, because
we are not for sale.
And if we get the money, he will get like the ruling of our country, and then he'll ruin our country.
How do you feel about Donald Trump and the United States buying Greenland?
Well, I didn't know you could buy a country. You know, it's everyone talks about it. It fills a lot of the media here. And
do you think it'd be good for Greenland to leave Denmark and become part of the United States?
I don't know.
What does Denmark do for Greenland?
I think they do support it quite a lot financially, and there's a lot of opportunities. You know, education. Young people get the opportunity to come to Denmark and get free education, which is crazy, right? For an American, that must sound mental.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat that, but
no. You're freezing, huh?
Yeah, I am freezing.
You need a hat. You can just borrow this. Here, take this, and I'll
sure. Look at this guy. Look, dude, we should become citizens, become residents.
So
become
you staying
friends.
here? You stay.
Good or bad idea for Greenland to become a part of the United States?
USA and Greenland, I think it's okay. It's good.
Is Greenland for sale?
No, definitely not. And it will never be.
What if Donald Trump does buy Greenland somehow, some way?
He won't. Greenland is for the Greenlanders. And we don't want to be twice colonized.
Do you think Donald Trump will buy Greenland?
No, we are not for sale, but understand him fully that he's protecting our right to self-determination. And he said he will tariff Denmark if they don't respect it. Mm-hmm. So that's very good for Greenland. Denmark threatens us with taking away our right to health and education.
Really? So you wouldn't be that mad if Donald Trump did buy Greenland?
He can't. But we will certainly cooperate with the United States. We already do.
How much would you bet that Donald Trump does not buy Greenland?
My fortune.
Your fortune? What would you say the probability is that he buys it? Like 10%, 20%? Zero.
I don't want to be American. I don't want to be Dane.
So what do you want to see happen with Greenland?
I think it's natural what's going on. We've been working for self-determination for many years. We have experienced some pressure from the coming president from US, but that should not shock us. That should not shake us in our work and wishes to realize our self-determination. So it's not about Denmark, it's not about the US, it's about Greenland. Our problem is that we are situated geopolitical in the middle of two big superpowers.
Greenland could be looked at as a very vulnerable country, as there's only 57,000 citizens here.
But it doesn't matter how few or how many we are. This is our country, and it has been, we have taken care of this long before any people could live here.
Yeah.
That's part of our heritage, and we have our rights.
In the past 4 years, the United States has given over $200 billion to countries like Ukraine, Israel, whether that be through military aid or financial aid. $200 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that goes to show that we have a lot of money. If Donald Trump were to offer you guys $5 billion, and you guys have 57,000 residents here, each resident would get around $100,000. Would you guys become United States citizens for $100,000?
No, I think not. Not me.
Why do you think Donald Trump wants to buy Greenland?
The reason that I believe that he wants Greenland is because of the military use, that because of the Arctic. He claims that there is a lot of Russian and activity, which is why he's very interested. But also, if I'm correct, territorial expansions.
How much money would you sell your citizenship of Greenland to the United States for?
I wouldn't. I'm very proud of my cultural identity, and I believe that one day we're going to become independent.
What if the United States worked out a deal where they are able to liberate Greenland from Denmark, and you guys were able to be independent, yet the United States military could still be here in Greenland and expand, and they could also mine in the other places where there are natural minerals? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
No.
You don't want the United States here at all?
No.
What do you think about Donald Trump wanting to buy Greenland?
I think it's a joke.
It is interesting as somebody who's from the United States, because he did campaign on a lot of things, but he never brought up the idea of buying Greenland or taking over the Panama Canal, so it's kind of a new idea right now. Why do you think Donald Trump wants to take Greenland?
I think it's only because of the base, Thule base, because he's afraid of somebody's going to use it if they're not.
Would you feel more secure knowing that you have the largest military in the world, that being the United States?
No. I don't want the military in Greenland. We don't have anything to do with war, and we will never have something to do with it.
So are you worried that if Donald Trump does buy Greenland, war could...
He cannot buy Greenland, I'm pretty sure.
And what would happen if the military of the United States did show up here on your shores? What would the reaction be of the Greenlanders?
I think people is going to be afraid because, like I said, Greenland have nothing to do with war, and we will never have something to do with war.
The Prime Minister of Greenland did say he is ready to talk with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Does that concern you at all?
Not at all, because he's only saying it so if they want to expand on the Thule, because it's already written that they can expand and do what they want up there. So I'm not afraid of that.
Okay, so you're not afraid, even though your Prime Minister said he's ready to talk?
No, I'm not afraid.
Say the United States offered to buy Greenland for $5 billion. That would give you around $90,000 or upwards of $100,000. Would you become a United States citizen for $100,000?
No, I wouldn't.
How do you feel about the United States wanting to buy Greenland?
It's ridiculous.
And why do you think it's ridiculous?
Because it's not for sale.
What would it take for you to want to become a part of the United States?
Nothing.
And why wouldn't you want to become part of the United States?
Maybe taxes, the healthcare system.
Greenland is very interesting because you guys are in the Arctic Circle, and you guys are the largest island in the world, and you guys have the bridge between the United States, Canada, and Russia.
Yeah.
So do you think Donald Trump wants to buy Greenland in preparation if there's a World War III to break out?
Yeah, but the thing is, Greenland is a very peaceful place. I don't think it's fitting to get some weapons imported.
Okay, so that'd be kind of your fear, is that if Donald Trump were to buy Greenland, it might cause some tensions here in Greenland.
Yes, exactly.
What kind of tensions do you think? Can you elaborate on that?
Maybe we get aimed at from other countries.
What do you think about the United States buying Greenland?
No more Danish.
Why do you guys not like the Danish?
Liar.
How do you feel about being bought potentially by the United States?
I don't think we're going to be bought. Times have passed where you could buy other people in other states. You did that 100 years ago, not now.
So Greenland's not for sale?
No, definitely not.
Would that destroy NATO if Donald Trump went against Denmark and bought Greenland, and took over Greenland?
I don't know if it would destroy the NATO, but it would definitely change it, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a completely new kind of situation, so yeah, no, I don't know that. What I like about this situation is that more people outside Greenland are taking Greenland serious now and listening to what we want.
Yeah, because I think people are realizing it's a different time, different measures. War in Ukraine, Russia, you never know how far that could escalate. And I think that's why Donald Trump wants to get Greenland to protect the United States from those trading routes where they could come in with submarines and secretly somehow attack the United States or other countries.
But what you're essentially saying is that he wants to make Greenland the country where the bombs fall, or what? I mean, that's insane.
You're looking at it as if Donald Trump wants to buy Greenland so that if there was a war to break out, the attacks would happen on Greenland first.
Yeah. If so, maybe, I don't know, because you can switch that into saying you want war in Greenland or whatever. I don't think so, because I think I know Trump, he got really angry when the Prime Minister said that this thought was absurd, and that's because we use the word absurd in a different way in Danish. But I think it is absurd, because this is just not, you don't buy other people, you don't buy other countries. You cooperate with other countries, and that's it. It's not about Greenland being bombed or military in Greenland or whatever. Just, in 2025, countries cooperate or they do not. They don't buy each other.
And now that your Prime Minister is ready to talk with Donald Trump, are you worried about the United States buying Greenland?
No, not at all. I'm 68 years old, so I'm not worried.
What do you and the majority of Greenlanders think about Donald Trump?
As a human being, he's a little bit crazy maybe, but he's the most powerful in the world next after Putin. And
do you think Vladimir Putin is more powerful than Donald Trump?
No.
So would you say Donald Trump's the most powerful man in the world?
Yeah, U.S. is the most powerful country in the world.
Is Greenland for sale?
No. See, we live here. Trump cannot buy Greenland.
What will you do if he does buy Greenland?
I will ask Trump if he can kayak on his own without help. If he can buy. If he can't, he don't buy.
So if the United States were to buy Greenland and you were able to get $20,000, would you do it?
I will not say yes for money. For Greenland or money, I will just Greenland. We live in Greenland, he cannot buy this.
For $100,000, would you guys sell Greenland? If each citizen of Greenland got $100,000, would you sell your country?
Yes.
But you said Greenland is not for sale, but you'd sell it for $100,000.
Money is money. The world boy will understand.
What do you think about Donald Trump in the United States buying Greenland?
Well, I don't know about buying. But I believe that there should be a better relationship with America, because I don't think our country is very... we don't talk with any other countries, really. We are kind of bound to Denmark. Yeah, I ain't sure about buying it.
Would you guys like to seek independence from Denmark and then become part of the United States?
I believe that at someday we should have independence, and that also means that we would have to mine and stuff. I don't believe we would be able to be self-sufficient with just fish.
Do you think it would be better for you guys to become part of the United States versus being part of Denmark?
Of course, there's some benefits to America. We would have way bigger military, and we would be safe from invasions in case of a war or something. If the Third World War comes, I don't know how much it would matter with all the nuclear weapons and stuff, but there would probably be some Russians coming from Greenland to go to America and stuff as a vantage point.
Your Prime Minister did say he's ready to talk with Donald Trump about the situation. What do you think that means?
I think he wants to negotiate in other ways than selling Greenland. We are open to the outside world, but we don't want to sell. We want to negotiate and make money in other ways other than Denmark, in export ways.
Now with the conflicts that are across the world with Ukraine, Russia and their involvement together, and Greenland has a pivotal location as far as the trading routes for these ships and for these countries. Can you understand why Donald Trump would want to buy Greenland to protect the United States from Russia?
I really do. We are really we're well placed in the geopolitical meaning. We're placed in the middle of everything with Russia and USA on both sides. And I just think, of course I understand that he wants to buy us through the resources and the geopolitical way that we do negotiate with other countries, but not in the way of being bought. No one can buy us, and Greenland is for the Greenlanders.
Are you worried about being invaded by the U.S. military? As Donald Trump did say, that's not off the record when he did have a press conference the other day.
Of course we are.
I don't want this to sound like a threat, but here there are 57,000 people.
Yeah.
And in the United States, our military is much larger than 57,000 people.
I know, but we are part of Denmark, and Denmark is under NATO. And I'm sure in some way they will support us if it did happen, which I'm sure it won't.
Yeah, I'm not saying I want you guys to be invaded by any means. I don't want that to happen. I'm just throwing that out theoretically and to play devil's advocate with you guys. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting.